Welcome back, everybody. We're just going to touch base with Ellie over here in the medical bay and let her know that we've, I guess, helped.
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt.
Looks like she got the message
that oughta
already.
Make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too.
I know the feeling.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right?
Damn right.
Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent scrapper and a better than average sawbones. If you're looking for a medic, I can work my debt off.
Cool. Wait, so is she... Are you saying that you're gonna work for me just because I helped Jesse?
If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to,
Okay.
I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tidy fashion, which tells me you're competent.
We've done it, guys.
But we can say I'm repaying the favor if you prefer that version.
We've reached competency. That is sick. Okay, what exactly did Jesse do for you anyways? Like, just give us just everything, full front to back detail.
She helped me win a bet.
Come on. What, like, it's like pulling teeth with Ellie. What was the bet?
We were on a smuggling run planetside when our point man bet me I couldn't outrun a mantisaur.
And,
as you can probably guess, the thing was faster than it looked. Probably would have caught me if Jesse hadn't picked it off.
So she saved your life, basically. It wasn't just...
Yeah, but the important thing is I won the bet.
Okay, thanks. Well, you really don't like owing people, do you?
It's like people touching a cookie and leaving it in the box. It's just one of those things that gets under my skin.
Welcome aboard.
You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster already. Time to play favorites, Captain.
Oh, this is so cool. See you, Max. Catch up with you on the ship.
Welcome to the crew, Miss Ellie. We're real happy to have you.
Okay, that is... See, I don't know who can be companions, and I kind of love that, because I feel like Ellie is like, well, okay, fine, whatever, we'll help her, but this is awesome. This is really cool. Okay, we've got a few more points to use. Now, we just hit 50 in all of these different dialogue options. Now, we have a choice. Do we become... Are we gonna go dumb and persuasive? I think so. This does hit another combat thing. Coward target's armor is reduced. Like, and this is fine. But maybe I don't need to go this ham into this just yet. Let's get our sneaking. There we go. So we get our sneaking up to 40. We have these both at 50. That feels quite nice, actually. Pickpocket. Steal from humans while sneaking. Okay. 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 This is awesome. Welcome to the team. Let's get to real business here. We need to go and talk to... Where is it? Part of passage to anywhere. Here, Gladys mentioned Julie Tennyson, the Groundbreakers captain, is always willing to put available captains to work. We can check the bounty board. Fine. She's offering this job investigating a distress signal, which we can activate from our ship, I believe.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells.
Don't know who that is.
Sightings from your local board embassy.
Auntie's Kitchen. Greasy.
Greeting, potential customer. Welcome to Auntie's Kitchen, a home-style consumable protein dispensary. This unit dispense proteins for your ingestion.
Oh, please give me some proteins.
Beginning dispensing sequence. Please unblock all relevant facial protein ingestion tubes.
Okay, thanks. Tripical pasta, carbohydrates. Base health up 25%. I don't know. Have any quest items? Didn't think so. What's this? Sprat. Oh, you're selling Spratwurst.
If you're hungry, you've come to the right place. I've got a fresh ground batch of Spratwurst cooking.
I've always wanted to try it.
They're terra-fried to lock in the juices.
Terra-fried.
How about a grinder's dozen?
I'll let her describe it, sure.
You know what sprats are?
Correct.
Space rats. The laboratories of Spacer's Choice found a use for this limitless frontier resource. Sprat meat is plenty tasty when properly prepared. We grind them up in sausages, then terra-fry them in their own juices.
Sounds lovely. Wait, how is terra-fry different from just regular fry?
Terra-frying is a Spacer's Choice brand secret. A mix of 13 herbs and spices, plus a dash of modern chemistry.
Makes sense. So is Spratwurst kind of like Borschtwurst? I've seen that a lot.
Absolutely not. Spratwurst and all related terms are registered trademarks of Spacer's Choice.
Makes sense.
Boar, the other meat, is a registered trademark of C&P. Everyone knows our company and theirs are nothing alike.
Right, my bad. My bad. So this is like your own invention-ish?
Legally? No. The terra-frying method was developed and marketed by Spacer's Choice. Between you, me, and this grinder, I've been through lean times. If there's one thing you learn on tramp freighters, it's how to make near anything edible.
Okay, thanks, Ethel.
Might be that this old space hand put a few words in the right ears, and could be that Spacer's Choice liked sticking it to C&P by R&Ding our own special meat.
Okay, well...
Just as well. Near about time for me to go check on the trap. I mean, to unload another crate of farm fresh sprats.
Farm fresh.
Fresh from the grinder, any hour.
Let's buy some. How can we not? We will buy the minimum. Just the minimum. Look at water without the hydrogen or oxygen. Sugary drink. Body attributes +1. Not bad. Ike's Armory. Look at all this stuff. Okay. We'll talk to you later. We should quickly check Ellie's situation here. So she's got an auto mag pistol, level 9. Officer spine, level 9. So you can see, like, the gear that we've been carrying around is a little bit underdeveloped. Let's go ahead and give her... Yeah, we could do medical, I guess. We'll take the checks and then we take the health. I think that's fine. Gear-wise, she's got 11 armor on this. Good for you. No helmet, though. We don't even have one to give her. And then we just have to decide how we want her to fight. Let's put her on aggressive. Weapon-wise, let's put her on ranged. And then she can stay close. Okay. Look at this, Parvati.
XF411s? And an old Yakita 37?
Oh, yeah.
You think they'd let me peek at the power plant?
Is it just me or is it hot in here?
I thought they were...
Having a bad day.
I thought they were XF312s myself, but I mean, you know.
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day.
Well, look at... You can see the heat waves.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
Cyrus Odd, nice place you got here, Chief.
No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment.
Okay, she's aware.
Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
No, shouldn't be. Copy that, Chief.
At ease. Nice to see an outsider with some working brain cells.
Nice.
So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10, the answer's just passing through.
That's actually not true. I can safely say I'm headed for Monarch, truthfully.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going, most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never short on dents and bruises.
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand,
Doctor.
scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind. Fair travels, Ellie.
Wait. You two know each other?
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again freelancer. I take it she'll be joining your crew full-time?
You're damn right.
I don't like to put a label on things. Let's keep it casual.
That's what I meant.
If you ever decide to settle down, there's a home for you on Groundbreaker.
Parvati, let's actually start with this. You go ahead, Parvati.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Come on, keep talking.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if, well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
She's so
I'd be happy to
nervous.
make the
It's
time,
cute.
Parvati. You can ask me anything.
That's awesome. Keep going.
Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said sorry. I like it.
Oh my god.
Honest. Sorry.
You're doing great. Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Yeah, probably
Now,
not.
if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
I'm guessing we can probably help her with this heat problem. What's going on there?
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship.
And why haven't we fixed them exactly?
Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
The rip-off tactic. They're not compromising.
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that.
Okay, well, what do we do
The
about
board
it?
isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone on board, will be cooked alive.
So you need a contractor to work this out. I'm available.
Reasonable, huh? That's the best news I've heard all day. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays.
I don't know if she knows this, but we did used to be a scientist assistant. Level 0, Class A. No big deal. No big deal. What are the back bays? We heard somebody referred to as that. What's his name out front? Like a back bayer or something like that?
Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Oh, cool. Okay. So you don't think we can, like, talk this out with people that are down there? We're just gonna go guns blazing?
Those idiots are immune to reason, and they don't much care if the station melts to pieces. They're content to die last.
Huh.
If you could find some way to solve this without violence, I'd prefer that. But more than anything, we need those parts.
Okay, then. Have you tried sending anybody else down there, or?
I have. One of my engineers, plus a small security detail. They didn't come back.
Gotcha.
I can't afford to lose any Mardits on this job. No offense, but a freelancer like you is more dispensable.
No, I understand. Flash a root gesture with both hands. None taken.
Nice and pragmatic. Thanks for understanding.
I like how she analyzes our responses as well. And I don't suppose you can get these parts anywhere else.
You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts come by way of interstellar freighters from Earth, and the board monopolizes that kind of trade. That means I'd have to negotiate with the board. I've already given them the shops, the docking fees, and a damn embassy.
Aren't you just delaying the inevitable by cannibalizing Groundbreaker's systems?
Fatalism has got no home on Groundbreaker. We aim to weather the storm no matter how bad it gets. Between us captains, I try to avoid sounding as bleak as you.
I've noticed, actually.
Even if I'm feeling down, the crew doesn't need to hear it.
That is a significant life lesson. She's good. I like her. Okay, I'm going to get you those parts.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
You got it. You got it. Okay, so purchase the nav key. Get the new parts for the radiators. That we're going to do first. We have to go back to our terminal to review a couple things for the science weapons. We have to review this distress signal on our ship. We have to kill this guy. He's also in the back bays. Talk to Dr. Wander Dorset in the sick bay about the status of her shipment. Okay, let's maybe do that because we were over there earlier. Let's just check out the rest of this place.
If this is about the leak on level 14, I already know.
It's not, but... Are these guys looking at me? See, look at this. Look, 5 seconds? Oh, hello.
You should clear out. Engineering's a dangerous place to wander until we get those radiators fixed.
Fair enough. Oh, nice. This is perfect. Okay, let's do a couple things while we're here, shall we? We can just straight up start upgrading some of our stuff. We have money. The plasma rifle is the one that we've been using for a bit. We just picked up the heavy machine gun, haven't used it. How high can we... How much can we tinker with these? It's level 9 now. This is actually... Okay. I kind of wish we had done this earlier. It's getting a bit expensive. Let's just repair everything. And in terms of modifying our stuff, what do we have in here? So that we have the footsteps thing. I do like this, but maybe we should just tinker with this gear too. All this does is that gets us to the same armor. I'm gonna see. Okay, so this next one will get us a little bit higher. I wonder how much we can dump in here to, like, keep this stuff reasonable. I'm gonna break some of these down. And this one will sell. Okay.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Remember Auntie Cleo? Because she remembers you. When you were sick, who took your temperature? When you were hungry, who gave you a needle?
Oh, I didn't even notice. Okay. So that's, I guess, probably the way down.
C&P chicken and potatoes. At C&P, we know our C&P.
Oh, I'm sure you do. Groundbreaker public access terminal. Recent users. Callahan, Everson, Oyama. Access user Callahan. Displaying recent messages. Major Spacer's choice when you sign the employment contract. I keep telling you the hat doesn't fit me right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? Is this my life now? Because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man, but there won't be anything left of me to care. What? Are you okay, honey? From I guess from Martin. Hope you're doing well, Mom. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop a bunch. I remember when I used to turn a wrench back home on Terra 2. Lilia Hagen over in Sublight told me that I could always pursue a career in salvage if this thing doesn't work out. Please give Dad and the others a hug from me. Mom, it's really great that we can stay in touch like this. The little reminders of home are more important than ever. Enjoy the quality Spacer's Choice goods I sent. You can get ones just like them at home, but I figured you might appreciate me getting the company discount and all. To which she replied, "Are you okay, honey?" Or maybe that's the reply to her. I'm not sure. No, yeah, this is the reply. "Are you okay, honey?" And then this, he's saying, "This hat doesn't fit right." And this guy's like, "You made the choice," the manager. Public notice, the heat. I know it's bad. As one whose office is closest to our radiators, you can imagine why I want to take 3 showers every day. I hear you. We've got eyes on the problem and hands and tools. The mechanical problem with the mechanical solution. In the meantime, enjoy some additional water rations and take breaks. You deserve them. If you're thirsting for cooler air, talk to your closest engineer about spots with favorable circulation. Seeking contractor sublight salvage. Payment in exchange for return of legal salvage. Details upon acceptance of contract. Active warrants, prior convictions, no questions asked. Our background checks filter out criminal red flags. Plausible deniability is the sublight way. See Lilia Hagen for details. Warehouse next to the Spratwurst joint, 2nd floor. And then loitering. Halcyon Holdings corporate office and its environs are for conducting official board business only. Anyone found misusing board property will be fined accordingly. Board property includes, but is not limited to, Halcyon Holdings office here on the Groundbreaker, the space directly in front of my desk, the space directly behind my desk, my doorway, my berth, and most importantly, my stairs. Thank you for your cooperation. Udom Bedford. Please note the special spacer caught drinking next to the stairs outside the embassy may find themselves on the rude side of an airlock. PPS, this is the 3rd time I've had to post this message, and I'm sick and tired of it. I will not hesitate to open a board-sanctioned investigation into your behavior, and when you are caught, punish you accordingly, Felix Millstone. That's the guy at the opening there. Okay, so hold on. Here's Sublight.
Miss Lilia takes good care of us, see? The authorities stay off our tails.
All right, let's find her and talk to her.
They got stuff in here I ain't seen in ages.
Some freelancers sneer at Sublight for setting up a storefront, but they rake in the bits.
They must. From Hagen to Company All, don't run. We lost another contract due to a UDL gunship. It's your daily reminder that legitimate businesses don't run from the authorities. And that is what we are. Stay calm. Present your papers. If you get tangled up in the courts, I'll personally bail you out. Anyone seen Hawthorne lately? Could use some reliable help. Nope. Unlike most of you sprats, Catherine's is bringing Sublight a consistent income. From today until I say so, you're to treat her as an extension of my desk. Speaking of which, Tobias, order an extension for my desk. Fallbrook shipment. Liquor, vodka, erotica. Ooh. Erotica exotic, except for the ones who are picky. Space cake surprise. Don't know what this is, but it was on last month's order list, so either track them down and do your best in the kitchen. Black hole, Holcomb sign, tossball poster. Where are we at with that desk extension? This week in salvage. My scanner says the Mardettes impounded a freelancer ship after the captain misbehaved. Simmer. The crew dropped so many bits at various places they can't afford to lift the impound. Okay, it's not us. Whoever gets me salvage rights to sit quietly in my office and watch professional work. One of ours had an altercation with one of theirs. Lost another contractor. Scrapped the ship. Dedicated a 10th of the salvage to funeral expenses. I take care of my people. Little Sprat told me about a crate of spoiled Sista pork ended up the bottom of a Monarch Canyon. Let's see how much we can sell. Speaking of which, no one eat at Auntie Cleo's stall until I say so. Something in the kitchen's gone bad. Next time one of us finds an abandoned ship and decommissions it, they'd better dispatch a ground team to the debris field before the Marauders have their turn. Just because we're salvagers doesn't mean we have to be scavengers. So she's trying to run, like... She's trying to convince all these guys that she runs a... legitimate business. Okay, return to the unreliable and ask Parvati about Junlei. It says we have to check back on the ship. Oh yeah, he's the one that wants us to look for something. That's right. So we'll have to do this for him. Let's talk to her. This is the one I'm looking for. She's up top.
Miss Ellie, or Dr. Van Hill. I noticed your pistol's been making trouble.
What are you talking about? I oil it every night.
Well, look here. Your slide's not recoiling fully. You might be due for a new spring. I could take a look, maybe fix it for you.
Sure. I'm short on bits at the moment, but I'll pay you back.
And trust me, she will.
I mean, it don't cost nothing. I got a spare spring in my pocket here, even.
Everything's got a price.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping, a legitimate business for legitimate consumers.
Totally.
You the one flying the Unreliable?
That's me, Captain Cyrus Odd.
Miss Lily has been expecting you. I'll unlock the door. Hey, Doc Fenhill. Glad to see you ain't moved on from Groundbreaker yet.
Hey, Tobias. How's the leg?
Good as you left it, ma'am. Still bends and everything.
How do you two know each other?
Took some extra lead while I was on a job. Ellie here patching me up good. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational. I told him it was salvage. We disagreed. I won.
Workplace hazards, Captain. Pretty routine around here.
Yeah, I'm starting to see that. So you're a Sublight employee?
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisitions. You know those latches they put on cargo bays ain't worth a damn? These days, I stick to HQ and look after Miss Lilia.
Okay, well, let's talk to her.
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come.
I've heard things. Name's Cyrus Odd.
Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm?
Absolutely.
I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Such as?
Wouldn't be much fun without one.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
See, the thing is, I'm working on that. What's so special about Stellar Bay?
First, an embargo that's been active ever since the board pulled its forces off-world. Few regulations, plenty of freedom. And second, all the goodies that no one had time to pack.
Okay, I don't have a nav key currently. Can I still take the job?
I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick about it. Time is bits.
Okay, so until we get that, we can't take this. I take it Sublight isn't strictly a salvage operation?
These days, the scrap business all but runs itself. Gives me the time to expand our interests into other sectors, where I can let my hair down.
What kind of other sectors?
Our field is persuasive acquisitions. At least that's how my legal advisors tell me to phrase it. Not all of our salvage is abandoned when we find it. Sometimes it takes a polite conversation and a shot across the bow. You know, legal formalities.
Yeah, just those little things. Got it. Wink nod.
Good boy. Knew you'd understand.
Yeah. You're very honest about Sublight's criminal side.
Hey, careful with the C word around here. I like to keep things above board, and that kind of talk only makes trouble.
Fine.
Sublight occupies a legal blind spot. No one knows what we're licensed to do, and that gives our little business some freedom. But let's not tempt fate. Ask. I have nothing to hide. Be seeing you. Make sure you aren't followed on your way out.
All right, so I can just examine this? Legitimate business. Contractors and the authorities are on your heels. Our legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations following internally preserved borscht, such as a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain, and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. Short version, if we handle potted meat, we can legally salvage tractors and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of borscht in a sublight-owned safe deposit box off-world, and why the goods you bring in are cataloged as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. Now go bring home some bacon. I think she's mostly just trying to convince them that that's the case. All right. So we're going to need to get the nav key and then come and talk to her. Fine.
You take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
She is fascinated.
Alive this long.
I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Okay, you two.
That does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
All right. So we are going to... You found entry to Hawthorne's terminal in Captain's quarters regarding his attempts to turn Sam to the thing. Hawthorne planned to replace Sam's Sud steeper with an acid steeper, never picked one up. From Roseway. Okay, so I think that's just going to be something we'll have to keep our eye on. Do we want to go back to sickbay? I guess so.
He's still betting on the top.
And then we'll go to the sub-level. I have a message from Customs.
Well, well, Dr. Fenhill. It's not often I see you on this side of sickbay.
I make it a point not to get shot, and when I do, I can usually take care of the mess myself.
It'd be nice to have you in here patching people up, not just blowing them apart.
I respect what you're doing here, but you know I'm not ready to settle down. It's not you, it's me.
Have it your way then. You always do. Now, about your friend here.
I have a message.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain?
You're damn right.
If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
Well, Wheeler says your shipment won't be coming in soon.
You must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape.
Who's
I'm beginning
Irion?
to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate.
Oh. Yeah, who's Irion?
Our delivery man. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
Sounds familiar.
Easy on the eyes, soft in the skull. A real danger to the gene pool.
Come on.
You're not wrong. But that's neither here nor there.
You want me to look for him? What do you need mechanicals for?
Surgery, mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. The board won't let their doctors and nurses station here, and they own all the medical schools. If we can't hire their people, we can't hire anyone. Everyone on staff here on Groundbreaker was trained by me or Idris. We're good, don't get me wrong. But we've only 2 heads between us, and we don't know everything.
And you think auto mechanicals are a good substitute?
Don't misunderstand me, Dr. Fenhill. I know they're not. But we don't have the luxury of choice on Groundbreaker. We make do or we die trying.
Don't let your patients hear you say that.
Sounds risky.
If you'd like to put your scalpel where your mouth is and lend a hand, we'd be happy to have you. But if you don't, then kindly shut up.
That's probably fair. I can try to find him.
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster.
Okay, gotcha.
That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type.
So he's like way out there.
You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Okay, sounds cool. Sounds cool. Let's do this. So we're gonna get the parts from the radiator. That also involves... Where is it? This one. because he's down in the back base as well. So kill Captain McRed. Now, I don't... Maybe he's related to the other quest too? He might be. And if he is, maybe 2 birds, 1 stone kind of thing. But, yeah, we'll have to see. Back base. Okay, let's take a break here when we come back.